Hello, friends. Today's topic: one missing checklist, 36 hours lost. Why? Great ship run on system, not heroics. It's 0415 hours. The phone rings. You glance at the screen. It's the master. His voice is calm, but you immediately know something is wrong. Good morning, Ops. The terminal has refused our berthing. You sit up. Engine problem? No. Weather? No. Cargo issue? No. Just one sentence. One mandatory document was not submitted. Silence. A fully loaded berth is waiting. Pilot have been booked. Tugs are standing by. Stevedores are ready. The vessel is only a few miles from port. Yet everything has stopped. Every passing hours now cost money. Not because of storm, not because of machinery failure, not because of but because of one routine task was missed. When we hear stories like this, our first reaction is often the same. Who made the mistake? Was it the master, the operator, the agent, the charterers? But after years in shipping, I have learned something different. Major operational problems rarely begins with a major mistakes. They begins with dozens of tiny decisions that nobody thinks are important. I will send it later. I will check it tomorrow. I already know this checklist. It has never been an issue before. One small decision, then another, and another. Eventually, those tiny decisions becomes a costly delay. A few years ago, I watched an experienced operations team preparing a vessel for a busy loading port. Everyone knew their job. The master had a decades of experience. The operator had handled hundreds of port calls. The agents were responsive. Nothing looked unusual, but pressure was building. Email kept arriving. Charters wanted updates. Owners requested revised ETAs. The terminal changed loading instructions. Meanwhile, one routine pre arrival verification remained unchecked. Everyone assumed someone else had already completed it. Nobody ignored it intentionally. Nobody was careless. The system simply relied on memory instead of verification. The vessel arrived. The missing requirement was discovered. Berthing was postponed. Cargo schedule shifted. The next vessel's lineup changed. Late time discussion became difficult. Charterers started asking uncomfortable questions. What looked like a small oversight quietly became a commercial problem. That day reminded me of something every pilot already understands. Before every flight, they don't ask, do I remember everything? They open the checklist every single time because memory is human, systems are reliable. Shipping works exactly the same way. Bridge team follows passage plan. Engine department relies on planned maintenance system. Cargo operations use standard operating procedures. Pre-arrival checklists exist for a reason. Not because professionals lack experience, but because professionals know experience performs best when routine decisions are removed. A good system don't replace judgment. It protects judgment. It saves your mental energy for decision that truly matters. Many people believe successful operators are heroes always solving problems, always firefighting, always staying one step ahead. But the best operator I have worked with were surprisingly different. They looked calm, not because they had favor problems, because they had fewer unnecessary decisions. Tomorrow's priority were already planned. Port call templates were ready. Documentation followed standard workflow. Critical reports had fixed timeline. Important checks never depend on memory. They depend on system. That is why they could stay calm while everyone else was rushing. The same lesson applies beyond the ship. How many times have we told ourselves, I will exercise tomorrow, I will read when I have time, I will organize my file next week? Every repeated decision drains a little more mental energy. Simple system removes that burden. You don't negotiate, you simply execute. That is the real meaning of operational excellence. Not working harder, designing your work so the right action becomes the easiest action. Before your next voyage, before your next port call, before your next shift, ask yourself just one question. What is one decision my team keeps making every day that a simple checklist could eliminate forever? Because in shipping, the safest ships are not built by the heroic people. The most profitable voyages are not managed by the busiest operators. They are built by ordinary professionals who trust extraordinary systems. Remember, heroic may save one voyage. System protects every voyage. Thank you.